We move on now to composite number 4, motion number 134 in the name of the Nenagh branch.
Morning, Chairman. Morning, delegates. John Keith, Nenagh James Colony branch, Tipperary North Constituency Council. The motion reads that the manner in which customers are dealt with at local social welfare offices is impersonal, degrading and soul-destroying. Further agrees that the party calls on the Minister in charge to examine this and bring back some form of privacy to the customers, and also agrees that the party, when in government, should commit to this. Further calls on the party to ensure the restoration of the Christmas bonus for pensioners when they get back into government around next year, I think it is. Delegates, before I start, I'd like to clarify the wording of the motion. There is no intention whatsoever as a slur in any shape or form on the staff that work in local social welfare offices. This only came to my mind at 1 o'clock this morning when I was reading this again. So I'd like to clarify that, please. I think it's a very sad day in the year 2010 when someone has to come to the rostrum of a political party to speak on a matter such as this. A friend of mine recently told me about the current situation which prevails in local social welfare offices, and rather unsure of whether to believe it or not, I accompanied him on his first visit, or his second visit I think it was, to the social welfare office in our town lately. And I thought that we had moved on from this area and had improved the whole system in social welfare offices, but apparently we haven't. Initially, on the first visit, we find that there's a queue at the counter, and there are 3 counters open, and the queue can meander out the door and down the lane and out onto the street. It can be anything from 5 to 45 people. There's about 14 will fit into the office where I come from. Now, the problem that I think that we have in this is that, first of all, there's a tremendous difficulty with the staff to try and deal with that, because they're looking at a reasonably intimidating number of people growling at them, and it puts them under pressure straight away. I think the staff dealing with customers, they deal with them then in an impersonal way, because they're under so much pressure, they try and keep their head down and they don't make eye contact often. The number of people who have to be processed at the one time is huge, but it's still not an excuse. And I'm not blaming the staff, I'm blaming the managerial service in the Department of Social Welfare who won't provide staff for these occasions. This is the point where it becomes degrading, and some personal questions are asked, and one has to answer them like in a row: your name, your address, your age, PPS number, etc. Now, there are quite a number of people, both male and female, who are rather reluctant about giving their ages. I know I am. Several people can hear what's been said. I mean, if you have the 12 or 14 people in the office at that stage, they can hear every answer you're given, so they know your name, address, age and your PPS number, and I don't think that's a good idea. I think there should be some method where people are treated with some modicum of respect, and if what's going on at the moment is the norm, I think it is time to change it, upgrade it, and make it some way respectful to the customers, whoever they might be.
Conclude.
I'll skip to the end, Mr. Chairman. I wanted to insist on the last point. The last point that I have is the point about the Christmas bonus. Christmas bonus for pensioners was introduced in 1980, and those that are still alive today have gotten very, very used to it. It was total and absolute disgrace to withdraw that from them. It's only a small amount of money in the context of one man getting 1.3 million attached to his pension this year, and the few million that it cost for the social welfare pensioners to get a Christmas bonus was pulled out of them. I think that's total and absolute disgrace, and I'm pleading with the party to make this a priority when they get back into government and restore the Christmas bonus. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you.